It's 55 degrees in Brooklyn, so let's talk about heat season. If you're a New York City renter that's going to be here during the winter, this video is for you. New York City's heat season runs from October 1st to May 31st every single year. During this period, landlords are obligated to make sure that you have sufficient heat when the temperature drops. The reason we even have these rules is because in New York City, the majority of buildings, they operate on radiators for their heat. If the apartment has a radiator, the tenant is not in control of the heat in their apartment. They rely on their landlord to turn it on and off and set the temperature. So let's go over the rules. Overnight, no matter what the temperature is outside, the indoor temperature of your apartment needs to be 62 degrees. During the day, if the temperature outside drops below 55, your indoor temperature needs to be at least 68 degrees. While there are laws about the minimum temperature that needs to be set, there are no laws on maximum temperature. It's a pretty frequent complaint in New York City that the radiators are running too hot and that the apartment is like a sauna. This is probably going to happen to some New York City renters today because this morning it's 55 degrees, so the landlord is legally obligated to turn on the radiator, so they might be running, but later this afternoon it's going to be like 70 and maybe they don't turn them off. Another important thing to keep in mind is that while your landlord is legally obligated to make sure that you have functioning and sufficient heat, they're not necessarily required to pay for it. If you're apartment hunting this season, be sure to check Open Igloo, make sure that the building and the apartment has good heat, see what the previous reviews were, and browse listings in that property. And for more info on renting in New York City, be sure to give us a follow.